Hello students, welcome to the EPG Pathshala. My name is Dr. Rajeshwari Sinha and in today's lecture we are going to learn about probability distribution, an important concept which is required in biostatistics. Let us see what are the objectives that we are going to address in this lecture today. We are going to understand what is probability, probability distribution and its various types. Binomial, Poisson and normal distribution will be studied with examples. We hope you have an enjoyable time listening to this lecture on probability distribution. Basic concepts in probability. What is probability? Probability refers to the study of events which are going to happen or not. What is an experiment? An experiment is defined as an activity that leads to an outcome. For example, tossing of a single coin. Next we see what is an outcome. The result of an experiment is called an outcome. For example, in coin tossing, the two outcomes are head and tail. What is a sample space? A sample space designated by the letter S refers to the collection of all possible events of an experiment. For example, in a coin tossing experiment, sample space should contain the possible outcomes of a head or tail. Therefore, S is equals to H or T. What is an event? It refers to one or even more than one of the possible outcomes of an experiment. In throwing a dice, the sample space is S equals to 1 to 6. S will contain the face 1 is an event. Types of events. Equally likely events and mutually exclusive events are the two types of events. What are equally likely events? An event is said to be equally likely if in a given sample space containing at least two events, the chance of occurring of each one of the event is same. For example, in a coin tossing experiment, having a head or a tail in a trial is equal to half each. Mutually exclusive events. An event is mutually exclusive if the outcome is only one element at a time. There is no chance that two events or more than two events happen at the same time. For example, in a coin tossing experiment, we can have either head or tail as an outcome. The occurrence of the head will not allow occurrence of the tail and vice versa. This implies that the two events are mutually exclusive. What do we understand by probability now? It is the number of times an event can happen. It is given by the following formula. The number of possible outcomes in which the event occur divided by the total number of possible outcomes. For example, while throwing a dice, the sample set is S equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are therefore 6 possible outcomes. These are also equally likely events. The probability of having the face 2 upon throwing a dice is therefore 1 by 6. The probability that when the coin is tossed, the result will be a head is 1 by 2. Probability of an event A is denoted by PA. The value of PA should be in the range of 0 to 1. If PA equals to 1, then the event A is said to be a sure event. If PA is 0, then the event A is said to be a null event. If the event A dashed be the negation of the event A, then the probability can be defined as PA dashed, and clearly the range of PA dashed is 0 less than equal to PA dashed less than equal to 1. This implies that PA dashed plus PA is equals to 1 and PA is 1 minus P dashed and vice versa. Probability distribution. Probability distribution is a listing of all the possible outcomes that can emerge out of an experiment along with other respective probabilities of occurrence. Types of probability distribution are discrete and continuous. Variable is a symbol that can take on any of the special set of values. A random variable is a variable that can assume different values depending upon the experiment outcome. It can usually be denoted by X or Y. It is classified as a discrete random variable or a continuous random variable. Discrete random variable, a variable which can take only certain values along the interval. In throwing dice, the outcome can be either 1 or 2 or 3 and so on till 6 and not in between. The values are discrete. In continuous random variable, a variable can take any value within a given interval, the temperature measured of a location at a specific point of time. Clearly, in this case, the temperature can take any value. The figure alongside shows types of random variables. Discrete probability distribution. A random variable x takes up n different values, say x1, x2 till xn, with probabilities p1, p2 till pn. Then the occurrence of the value x1 with their probability p1 is called the discrete probability distribution. The same can be represented in the following tabular form. Discrete probability distribution characteristics. The probability of x can be any value between 0 and 1. The value of x are exhaustive and mutually exclusive. The sum of their probabilities is 1. An example to understand discrete probability distribution is shown here. Types of discrete and continuous probability distribution. We have seen that probability distribution can already be discrete and continuous. Here we further see that discrete probability distribution can be binomial or Poisson, and continuous probability distribution can be normal, exponential and uniform. Binomial distribution. The binomial distribution is a discrete distribution. It deals with consecutive trials, each of which can have only two possible outcomes. The binomial distribution is given by the following expression. The conditions of binomial distribution should be that the trials are independent, trials are carried out under identical conditions for a fixed number of times, there are only two possible outcomes, success and failure, and the success probability should be constant for all trials. Properties of binomial distributions are given below. The random variable x takes values 0, 1, 2 till n, where n is infinite. The mean is given by np and the variance by npq and standard deviation by root over of npq. The mode corresponds to the value x for which the probability of x is maximum. X and y are two random variables that follow binomial distribution, then x plus y with parameters n1 and n2, n1 plus n2 and p be a random variable and follow binomial distribution. This slide gives an example of understanding and calculating binomial distribution. This slide gives another example of calculating binomial distribution. Students, we are now halfway into this lecture. We are today learning about probability distribution as an important component of biostatistics. In what we have learned so far, we understood some basic concepts of probability and probability distribution. We looked at the discrete and continuous probability distribution. Going a level further into details of discrete and continuous probability distribution, we also looked at binomial distribution as an example of discrete probability distribution along with its properties, formulae and some examples. Next up, we will also look at Poisson distribution and normal distribution in a similar way. Let us have a look at these. Poisson distribution, a discrete probability distribution which is applicable to events that have an extremely small probability of occurrence over a given period of time, is called Poisson distribution. In other words, it is the probability of an event to occur exactly x times in a given time period. It is given by the following formula, where lambda is the parameter expected number of events and must be a positive constant. Poisson distribution properties are given below. The random variable x assumes values 0, 1, 2 till infinity. Mean and variance are given by lambda, while sigma is given by root over of lambda. The value of x corresponds to the maximum probability is taken to be the mode. It can have one or two modes. The number of modes can be decided based on the value of lambda. If lambda is an integer, then the two modes are lambda minus 1 and lambda. If lambda is not an integer, the whole number lies between lambda minus 1 and lambda is taken as mode. If x and y are two independent Poisson variates, then their sum x plus y is also a Poisson variate. In a binomial distribution, if n tends to infinity and p becomes small, then it tends to a Poisson distribution. If the value of lambda is not given for a Poisson distribution, it can be evaluated as lambda is equal to np if where n greater than equal to 20 be the number of trial and p less than equal to 0.05 be the probability of success. This slide gives an example of understanding and calculating Poisson distribution. This is another example for calculating Poisson distribution. Normal distribution. A continuous probability distribution expressed as a smooth curve is the normal distribution. The probabilities are expressed as areas under the curve. It is defined by the probability density function as given below. Figure 3 alongside shows a normal distribution and figure 4 alongside shows different normal distributions which are obtained by varying the parameters mu and sigma. Properties of normal distribution. The mean is given by mu, variance by sigma, mean equal to median equal to mode. The curve is bell shaped, symmetrical about the mean and passes through the peak of the curve. It separates the area into two equal parts. Each part is a mirror image of the other. The total area under the curve and the x-axis is given by the following formula. The random variable has an infinite theoretical range of plus infinity to minus infinity. The area under the normal curve between x equals to c and x equals to d given c less than d implies that probability x lies between c and d, that is probability of c less than x less than d. Standardized normal distribution. The standardized normal distribution z is given as z is equals to x minus mu by sigma. Standardized normal probability density function is given by the formula below. In a standardized normal distribution, the mean equals to 0 and standard deviation equals to 1. Here is given an example to understand and calculate normal distribution. This is another example which is used for calculating normal distribution. We have now come to the end of this lecture. Thank you for being there with us, but before we end, let us summarize briefly what we have learned in this lecture today. Probability is the number of times an event can happen. Probability distribution is the listing of all possible outcomes that can emerge out of an experiment along with their respective probabilities of occurrence. Probability distribution can be classified into discrete and continuous probability distribution. Binomial distribution is a discrete probability distribution and deals with consecutive trials, each of which can have only two possible outcomes. A discrete probability distribution which is applicable to events that have an extremely small probability of occurring over a given period of time is called a Poisson distribution. A continuous probability distribution expressed as a smooth curve is a normal distribution. Thank you for watching this lecture on probability distribution.